Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I still remain Mr. Eze Official Sports. So today I want to drop betting prediction and analysis for Sunday. But before I do that, I want to say congratulations to those of you that played this particular one. This is 2.37 odd, and it's one of the betting slips that I dropped on Saturday. Remember, on Saturday I dropped about 3 or 4 different betting slips, and we managed to win only this particular one. So congrats. Some days are like that. We can't say because we won only one betting slip to forget the one we have been winning all this while. So we have to move on for today's betting prediction and analysis. The only thing is that I didn't drop much betting slips again. I just dropped only 3. Do you understand? So that even if we are winning 2 and losing 1, we'll be on the winning side. Do you understand? So the only advice I give you guys is to play with the amount of money you can afford to lose, because betting is not 100% guaranteed and some factors can affect it. Imagine Kuwait, okay, Karabakh of Azerbaijan losing, is it Karabakh or Kuwait, losing 2-0 to just a team in the almost bottom of the table. So look at Tottenham losing against Burnley. Now look at Sunderland that is doing well, losing against West Ham, struggling to come out from relegation zone. That's to show you that football cannot be 100% guaranteed. Do you understand? So let's just start with our betting prediction and analysis. Bet responsibly. So as you can see from my screen, the first match I'm going to predict today is go over to English Premier League, and they have about 4 matches to be played on Sunday. So the first one I'm going to predict today is go over to Crystal Palace versus Chelsea, as you can see here. So Chelsea all this while, even if they will lose, they normally score goals. But remember, the first match they draw this season was against Crystal Palace. So I pray that this time around they will score a goal. So go over to goals, and they predicted Chelsea. I wanted to predict Chelsea to win straight win, but I decided to avoid it, and I later predicted Chelsea to a home team to win 2-0. No, so come over to combo, and you see home team to win 2-0. No, the odd is just 1.12. That is for Crystal Palace to win Chelsea without Chelsea scoring. And now click no. So the odd is 1.12. The next one I predicted after this one is go over to Spanish La Liga. This is Spanish La Liga. They have 4 matches to be played on Sunday. And in this one, I predicted in the match between Barcelona versus Real Oviedo. So once you open the match, go over to goals. This is goals. And I predicted Barcelona to score 2 goals. That is home over 1.5 goal. And the odd is just 1.14 odd, as you can see here. So the next one I predicted after that is go over to German Bundesliga. This is German Bundesliga. Then when you open it, look for the match between Metz and Lyon. Metz and Lyon. Do you understand? So let me just show you the match. Sorry, go over to French League One. It's not German Bundesliga. So this is French League One, and the match I prepared here is Metz versus Lyon. This is Metz versus Lyon. They will play by 5:15 p.m. Nigeria time, and in this one, I just go over to goal, and I prepared Lyon to score a goal. Do you understand? So rather, I prepared Lyon win or draw, not to score. So you go over to away win or draw. Let me just show you away win or draw. The odd is just 1.21 odd, as you can see here. So you click it. Then the next one I predicted after this one is go over to Saudi Arabia Pro League. So let me just show you. This is Saudi Arabia Pro League. When you open the match like this, you look for the match between Al Riyadh versus Al Hilal. Can you see this particular match? So is Al Riyadh versus Al Hilal. Al Hilal is doing well, so I decided to predict in this particular one away 2 up. That is for Al Hilal to win, but with 2 up. So the odd is 1.18. If you don't have this 2 up option in your betting platform, then you go for a normal straight win. Do you understand? So the next one I predicted after this one is the same Saudi Arabia. Look for Al Najma versus Al Qadisiyah. So let me show you the match. This is the match Al Najma versus Al Qadisiyah. And in this particular one, I prepared this one away 1 up. So an away 1 up is 1.15 odd, as you can see here. So you select it. So the next one I prepared, which is the last match in this particular betting slip, is you go over to Israel. So these are arranged alphabetical order. I just scroll down and look for Israel Premier League. Let me just show you the match I'm talking about here. So this is Israel Premier League, as you can see. So once you open it, you will see Ashdod versus Beta Jerusalem. This is the only match they have on Sunday, and in this particular one, I prepared away win or draw. You understand? And the odd is just 1.15 odd, as you can see here. So looking at my screen, I have a 6 matches giving me 2.41 odd, and the prediction code, as you can see here, is U1PTRD. U1PTRD. So the second betting slip, quickly without wasting time, is you go over to English Premier League again. Let me just show you. Just go over to English Premier League and you look for the match between Arsenal versus Manchester United. This is going to be a tough match for the day, and they will play by 5:40, 5:30 p.m. Nigeria time. So in this particular one, I predicted over 1.5 goals in total. So the odd is just 1.23 odd. Then you select it. The next one I predicted after that is you now go over to Spanish La Liga, look for Atletico Madrid versus Mallorca. This is Atletico Madrid versus Mallorca. And then when you open it, you go over to half. So this is half. So open half like this and look for home team to win either half. Do you understand? And the odd is just 1.18, or that is for Atletico Madrid to win either first half or second half. Then the next one I predicted after that one is go over to French League One. This is French League One, and I predicted in the match between Lille versus Strasbourg. So this Strasbourg is doing well, and I played in favor of them. So once you open the match like this, let me just show you. Then you go to combo. So this is combo, and you see combo here, and I predicted a home team to win 2-0. No, do you understand? This is home team to win 2-0. The odd is just 1.26 odd, so you pick it. The next one I predicted after Lille is you go over to Croatia. So these are in alphabetical order. So you go over to Croatia Premier League. Let me just show you. This is this is Croatia. As you can see, Croatia HNL. That's their first league. So open it, and here I predicted in the match between OCJ versus Dynamo Zagreb. Zagreb. So this is the match OCJ versus Dynamo Zagreb, and here I predicted Dynamo Zagreb to score. So I'll come over to goal, and I predicted away over 0.5 goals, and the odd is just 1.14 odd. Then you pick it. So after this one, the last one I predicted in this particular betting slip is go over to Switzerland. So these are right alphabetical order. We just go down and look for Switzerland Super League. So this is Switzerland Super League, and here I predicted the match between Thorn versus the Young Boys of Switzerland. So here I predicted home team. Sorry, it's not this one. The match I predicted here is FC Saint Gallen. Let me find the match here. This is FC Saint Gallen versus Savette. So open the match, and here I predicted away team to win 2-0. No, so just come over to combo. So this is combo. When you open it, you look for away team to win 2-0, and the odd is just 1.12 odd. So you pick it. Then looking at my screen, you see that I have 5 matches giving me 2.33 odd. So let me show you the prediction code before I now show you the last betting slip. Remember to bet responsibly. So the prediction code is S5F3K0. S5F3K0. So let me show you the last betting slip here. So for the last betting slip, as you can see from my screen, so let me quickly show you the last betting slip here. So for the last betting slip, I go over to English Premier League again. So let me just show you. This is English Premier League, and when you open it like this, they have 4 matches. I have said it before. Look for the match between Brentford and Nottingham Forest. This is Brentford versus Nottingham Forest, and here I predicted Brentford to score a goal. So home over 0.5, and the odd is just 1.21 odd. So you select it. The next one after this one is go to let me show you Italian Serie A. This is Italian Serie A, and look for the match between Atalanta versus Parma. So this is Atalanta versus Parma. They will play by 3 p.m. Nigeria time. And here I predicted home or draw. That is Atalanta to win or they draw. And the odd is very small, 1.11 odd. So you pick it. So the next one I predicted after this one is look for, go over to German Bundesliga. So this is German Bundesliga, and look for the match between Borussia Mönchengladbach versus Stuttgart. This is the match. So here I predicted home team to win 2-0. No. So just come over to combo or special depending on the betting platform you are using, and I predicted home team to win 2-0, and now pick no. The odd is just 1.12. So the next one after that one is you go over to Netherlands. So look for Netherlands Areas Divisie. This is Netherlands Areas Divisie, and when you open it, you see the match between Feyenoord versus Heracles. This is Feyenoord versus Heracles, and here I predicted Feyenoord with 1 up. You understand? So home 1 up, and the odd is just 1.12. If you don't have 1 up option, better pick home team to win either half. So after this one, you go over to Turkey. This is Turkish Super League, and I predicted Fenerbahce, the match between Fenerbahce and Gozep. So this is the match, Fenerbahce versus Gozep, And here I predicted Fenerbahce to score a goal. So come over to goals and look for home over 0.5, and the odd is just 1.13 odd here. So you pick it. Then the next one I predicted after this one is Scotland. Go over to Scotland Premiership. So I will just show you like this quickly without wasting time. So this is Scotland Premiership. As you can see here, they have two matches to be played on Sunday, and the only one I predicted here is Ranger versus Dundee. So can you see it here? So here I predicted Ranger one up. Do you understand? So Ranger one up is 1.16. So if you don't have one up option in your betting platform, you can pick home team to win either half. That is for Ranger to win either half. So the last one I predicted after this one is look for Switzerland. Go to Switzerland as Super League. Let me just show you. It's arranged alphabetical order, like I said. This is Switzerland Super League. So when you open it, you look for the match between Thorn versus Young Boys. This is Thorn versus Young Boys, and here I predicted home over 0.5. That is for Thorn to score a goal, and the odd is just 1.16. So looking at my screen, I have 7 matches giving me 2.56 odd. Then the prediction code here is KGHE4Q. Bye bye.